Oh, there we go. Huh. I wasn't in the stream. I'm still kind of getting used to the StreamYard stuff. So I had to actually click the video live in the chat. Uh, anyway, it's pretty bright in here. Let me turn off this light behind me. That's a little better. All right, so yeah, we're here. Hey, what's going on, Joey? Uh, yeah, just checking in. We're decided to do a live stream tonight. A little late on it. Had to turn off some lighting. It's kind of bright. Uh, yeah, we're just here to talk about some different upcoming stuff. Again, as I'm traveling for the next, I'm heading for the trying. I'm heading for the next week, or well, actually about 3 weeks. I'm traveling, so it's gonna be hit or miss a little bit. I plan on doing some live streams coming up, but it's hit or miss over the next few weeks. Uh, so hopefully tonight and then maybe next Saturday we're gonna do another live stream. Sam's busy right now. He'll be out here in a second. Uh, but yeah, we wanted to do a discussion over a few new things like new videos, new filming coming up, and then some channel updates and some changes we decided to make over the next, say, implement over the next like couple months. It's a little bit of a process. It was something that came up kind of through a discussion I had with, well, Joey, with Mark. I had that long discussion with him the other night. It kind of hit me too at the same time. I was like, yeah, these are actually ideas I could do on my own to help my own channel, which has kind of been stagnant for a little bit, and part of it's because of a long 4 month break during the hard drive and getting data recovery and all that stuff. So there was a bit of a downturn in the viewers. That's easy to see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, it might not just be you. It could be my end too. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, Joey. So it sometimes it's hit or miss on this end also. But yeah, some of it came up from a discussion again I had with our guy Mark the other day, where I was like, yeah, you could do this and this and this, and some of it clicked with me going, yeah, I need to reanalyze what I'm doing also, because despite the 3 or 4 months of no video really output, and that was technical issues, obviously, data recovery, uh, it hadn't picked back up. And I was trying really hard to relaunch in a proper way to work with the analytics for YouTube, and that didn't work, or not so far, anyways. Some of it has, but some of it's because of other things like hashtags and specific content more geared to other people than the channel is oriented to originally. So, kind of, it's not 100% at this point, but kind of made a decision to, don't want to say, I don't want to say change the channel, but broaden the scope of the channel, broaden the scope. So, if anyone's ever watched any of it, it's exploring abandoned places. I mean, a little bit paranormal, some hauntings, stuff like that. That's that's been like 99% of the channel mission. Then we started adding live streams, so it went down to like 95%. Then we just started in adding some trip features a little bit, which, well, yeah. I mean, I know, Joey. We had that like chat conversation a while ago, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy knows what he's doing. I think that's why we're still figuring out what this channel really is. I mean, again, it started out 99% just the exploring, the abandoned, paranormal, haunted, stuff like that. 95% turned into that, and 5% live stream. Then it turned into some challenges with live stream. Then it turned into even started adding like music reviews, which I love that stuff. Sam loves that stuff. But at the same time, I don't want that to be part of this channel. So we were looking. We talked about it briefly earlier. So it's in process. Well, that's good, Joey. I mean, I trust me. I love this stuff. I started the channel on just paranormal. That's what I originally started this channel on. Then I remembered how hard it is to find legitimately haunted places, go there, be able to spend time, have permission if needed, and so I just mixed the two into exploring in creepy places, and a lot of them are haunted, maybe. And it's not that you experience it all the time, of course, but I just started doing some music review stuff, and it doesn't belong on this channel though. It belongs on more of my personal channel that I have that's separate from this. I keep it separate for a reason, personal, obviously. So I need to merge that stuff into the other channel. But then at the same time, I need to advance the scope of this channel also into like travel review, maybe even new foods, like exotic food type. Maybe I can add some of that aspect in. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but it was something that kind of came to mind earlier in the last couple of days and talked with Sam about it. And I was like, maybe we need to maybe let the channel venture in its own way in that regard, like every aspect of travel and stuff like that, and just see where it does, because it's taken a dive the last few like 4 or 5 6 months, and that's it's unfortunate because it's been 3 years in process of building basically. So it's unfortunate to see, but that's also the reality. That's how it goes with YouTube. That's how it goes. So we have to, I don't say reinvent it, but kind of like what I've talked with you, Joey, before. Is I talked with Mark, and there was some simple, very simple ideas, and he's implemented already a couple of small details that no one noticed, and I think that's helped viewership quite a bit. I think it's probably added like 10-15%. I mean, and that's a lot in the numbers he was getting. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, we travel. We don't take the time to go to places to eat, and I think some of it could be like we go to known place in those places, maybe, and critique it for local food. It's so hard because I don't know if I want to mix that too, but I don't want to do another channel just for that because it would be so much work. So I think the exploring title itself says exploring. You can be traveling, you can be the abandoned, you can be trying new things, you can. So I think it fits. It's just trying to open new viewership. That's the big one. I think that's what most channels do. Is you're trying to find that next outlet of people that will want to engage in your channel in some form or fashion. And I think that might be the next avenue. But it could also be traveling, like flights, uh, airlines, I mean, stupid things like that. I don't want to do like gas station reviews. That would be stupid. But I mean, it could be best states to travel through, road tripping, stupid things like that. I mean, I say stupid, but I mean like anything that creates decent content that people would want to watch, basically. So I don't want to say stupid because I mean I'm the one driving it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a fair point also, Joey. That's something that's been brought to my well, I've noticed it too. It's not like it's been brought to my attention even. It's title change. I don't expect my videos to be like blowing up the first couple hours. I don't expect that. And well, then that's a fair point. And I don't expect mine to uh, jump dramatically because I don't go for click. I don't want to say I'm not saying GBD. I'm not saying GBD does clickbait stuff. You know, like whatever. I don't go for those titles, especially like abandoned buildings. I'm not gonna be like, we almost died, and that's just not me. I don't do it. And then with the exploring, that's what happens. Yo, what's going on, Tim? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I jumped in there briefly. I was actually about to go live, and I was like, "Oh, let me refresh the page." Some mark was on, so I decided to drop a thing because I'd had this preset for a couple hours at least. Had it preset to go live, so I decided I had to fulfill it. I didn't want to push it any further. I didn't want to. I didn't want. No mods over there. Both of you can fuck off. Not last time, but the night before. I was the only mod for like 2 hours. I was the only one in there, like for 2 hours. I was like, oh, luckily everyone was relatively behaving, but I was like, oh my god. Like an hour into it, I noticed, I was like, wait, I'm the only one here. It was an early show. That's part of it. But yeah, I don't think I timed anyone out the other night. Anyways, I'm getting that mixed up with this. So yeah, yeah, I'm not clickbait. I don't do that with the titles. We don't do that stuff. That's just not how we are. So titles, yes, titles could help a lot, but we also have a niche market in compared to, say, football. Obviously, it's a good market. It's a smaller market in the sense of, especially people just casually watching. Uh, you can argue that, I guess, but yeah. So titling is of importance. It is. Hashtagging is of importance. But I would say that I'd say the most important thing is just, I don't know. I'd say the most important thing is just uh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is. Why can't I go back to my branding? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. I'm still going to use this. So, yeah, I would say it's definitely it's expanding the audience. So that's the biggest change to the channel at this point is change of ideas, expansion of content, and then obviously improvement of content. That's always a goal. Improvement of the content, obviously, because that matters a lot. But it's also expanding the market because you got to keep bringing new people in. At some point, you hit a cap, and you've got to start then bringing in more people that will get interested. I am not monetized, Joey. Yeah, I am not. I'm green lighted on every aspect outside of watch time, and a lot of that came in from 3 to 4 months, especially of not having videos coming out because I was doing data recovery on hard drives, and that meant everything gone on pause. So we did live streams during that time, but yeah, so that's why we've been working on it, and I'm starting to do different content too to work back up. But yeah, it took a huge hit. during that downtime, that break. It was a killer, and it sucked. YouTube, because then you got to work it back in the algorithms and all that crap, and yeah, it was a bad couple of months there. 2 or 3, at least 3 months. Yeah, we fell off completely. I mean, you can look at the channel timeline. You can go, ooh, 800, 800, 800, whatever views, and then all of a sudden it's like nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, a couple hundred. We dropped out of the algorithm completely, and yeah, it's crap. It sucks. That's how it goes, though. I mean, unfortunately, yeah. So we have been working hard to set up a actual schedule of content coming up. Plus, then if we can start adding in other stuff, we will gladly do so, which we have done some, but I don't want the music stuff to be added into the main channel. I'd like to be added into my other channel, my secondary channel, which is really not meant to make money. It was just a personal channel. But if I can do that, that'd be great. But that's a second channel, so I'm not worried about that. And we actually have a third channel, a third. We're going to create coming up soon. We're actually working on content at the same time as this one. We're working on content for that one. That one's a work in progress, so I'm not even gonna talk about it because yeah, it's that one's gonna be all over the fucking place. And oddly enough, it has nothing to do with either of us. That's why it's a work in progress. So we will see what happens with that. But um, yeah, so that's the big channel stuff is expansion of audience, expansion of video content, experiences, seeing different things, traveling. No, no. So there is paranormal stuff involved in this channel already, Joey. Now the food, we've done some spice challenges, but there might be food involved also. I think we're gonna merge the food into this channel also. Like not merge it, but start on it because like we travel a lot, so we go to different states. So maybe we want to try the state's known or the city's best known food, and do like a short 5 minute video on it, and we'll add this in while we're traveling. It's easy to do. It makes sense. We're already traveling, so why the fuck not just add a food review into it because it's exploring, it's trying different things, it's seeing new places, kind of thing, and that kind of makes sense. It's the music part that's where the one I want to kick to the other channel. The paranormal has always been involved, even if we're not deliberately doing paranormal. There's always some paranormal aspects sometimes in some of the places we go to because like I'll listen to the audio on headphones and I'll be like, "Ooh, what was that?" And I'll note it on the video, like in quotes. I'll put like voice question mark or maybe what I think it sounds like it could be kind of thing. So there's always a paranormal aspect, and there is some investigation, like deliberate investigation, in some of the videos, but it's not the primary focus of the channel. But I would like to do some more deliberately paranormal investigations also. So that's something that could be noted to be added back in is deliberate paranormal stuff. But yeah, I think food review, travel sites, states, stuff like that definitely could be added in. Yeah. Uh, well, unfortunately, we spent the last just 2 years doing. Oh God! In the last 2 years, we did like just 10, 12 states, and we did I don't even know how many thousand miles over and over and over again. And this summer coming up, that's going into our next topic was so good segue into that, Joey. Appreciate that. Sometimes I get distracted. This summer we're going to do a 2.5 week trip. Well, I burped, but there's a dog outside. We're in a hotel, so there's a dog coming down the hallway. We're going on a 2.5 week trip, and it's going to be about 5,500 miles almost round trip, 5,500 miles, and we are only going to cover about 7 states, 8 states maybe. That's how much driving we're doing just in that area. Like my poor car, it's taken such an abuse over the years. My poor car. So that's our biggest upcoming trip, and addition to the videos will be that. But we're still set with videos for the next, with the hard drive. If I work it all out right, we're set for the next at least a couple of months, hopefully more. Probably, yeah. I wouldn't doubt that. I, mine will last like a couple more years at this rate, with putting this many miles on it that I have traveling. So I wouldn't be surprised if mine, I need to replace that bitch too. But yeah, that's our big upcoming venture, and then all the little things in between. Uh, like next week, we're gonna try to do another live stream next Saturday night. I think, yeah, Saturday night should be next Saturday night. Do another live stream Saturday afternoon maybe. We'll look into it, and then we're going to. Um, we might have a couple here and there little films, but I'm really taking everything that we have on hold right now and working through them to get them posted. So that's at least another couple months worth of shit, if not 3 months. I mean, I haven't gone through everything yet. I'm still knocking them out. We have stuff lined up to upload, but and then hopefully after the summer trip, we'll have another, like, my goal is hopefully like at least 4 or 5 months worth of shit, so we don't have to stress about running around constantly. But obviously during that time frame, we still hope to add more material. So like food review, travel review, and just keep adding to the mixture. But also adding into that could add a lot more time to these videos too, which is another reason why we're doing a live stream tonight, because I had a video set for tomorrow morning to come out, which is still there. It's still set to publish and broadcast live, go live tomorrow morning, at like 10:30 Central, I think. It's so fancy living though, Joey. I literally would just leave my car on the side of the road when I road trip. Even for like a week at a time, I just slept in my car on the fucking side of the road, and then just kept going. I didn't have the time to waste. I was on like a time schedule. I was like, I'm leaving this day. I have to be back this day to have one day of rest at home and go to work. And gotta go. So that's still good living. Nothing to complain about there. But yeah, I saw the new video come out tomorrow morning again at like 10:30 Central time. It's still gonna go, and that's why I did this too. Is not just to talk about things in the channel and whatever and stuff, and give people maybe ideas about the future, but also, it's set. It's working back in the algorithm, with YouTube to go. Okay, these are these videos coming out, and it's also about being much more consistent, because I did make a mistake of going, hey, I'm going to have a video every 2 weeks. Well, building the algorithm back up, I can't do that. It's got to be like at least weekly, at least. And that's why I'm like, I got to add more stuff. New England Hotel in San Antonio. Joey, I'll come back to you on that one. I honestly, I'm going to put that up here. I will go back. I will come back to you. You remind me of this. I'm going to forget about it, but remind me of this, because I have to be in San Antonio in September. So you remind me of this. And maybe that's a possibility we could do. we actually could probably do this. Where I have to be in San Antonio this next September, so that's a possibility. It just depends on where it is. I can't say I've heard of it, so I'd have to see where it is. So don't worry about that now. I can look into it now. We have plenty of time. There's still, several months at least. So June, July, August, September. Yeah, I mean, there's easily 4.5 months at least. So uh, I will, I will look at that. I mean, I guess I could pull it up right now. Where is the Minger Hotel? Can can I not do this? All right, this makes me weird. I need to figure out how to use this streamer shit. Wrap up the. Well, that's convenient. That's convenient as hell, Joey. That is actually where I need to be. So that's actually very convenient. Rather than Riverwalk, shift plus 5. I don't think this is going to do anything. This is what streaming is telling me to do. Shift plus 5. Streaming lies. I don't know what it's trying to do. All right. Again, Joey, remind me of that. I'll try to write it down, but I'm going to forget about it. So remind me, and we'll look into that because we have time. Yeah, I know where the Crockett Hotel is. I've seen that one. Emily Morgan. I don't doesn't sound familiar. The Crockett Hotel is very familiar. I've walked by there a lot before when I was used to stay in San Antonio a lot. The Crockett Hotel is very familiar. So anywhere in that area is great. The closer the Riverwalk and Alamo Dome is the best. But anywhere in that area is still very feasible, very doable. So, but I'm curious, the Minger Hotel. Curious about that one now. Just remind me. I'll try to ask you again and just try to remind me. Because again, we're avoiding West Virginia on the round trip because you told us don't go there. So fuck off, West Virginia. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've driven through West Virginia. I like it. But so those are the again, those are I'm staying on track here because obviously I will get off track easily. Those are the main things: channel content mergers, additions. We got a new video coming out tomorrow, as discussed, because it's about keeping up in the algorithm. And if we're not putting out consistent material that's being watched, as I understand, I mean, if it's not watched, there's no point. So as long as it's consistent material that's getting views, watch time is important, but views are also good. So as long as it's getting all of that, then I'm satisfied. But we will have to look into this, Joey, about that hotel because that's interesting. And again, if it's in that area, I mean, why not? So I mean, might as well, right? Uh, the other one is primarily that we need to look at the whole. Hold on for a second, everyone. Let me see what I can do here. I'll be right. Hold on, give me 1 second here. All right. Anyways, yeah, let's go back and do it. So we talked about videos. Sorry about that. We talked about videos. We talked about the trip, the channel updates. Again, new videos. But yeah, the filming trip this summer, we're going to be going with that. Uh, you're good, Joey. Moundsville. That sounds very familiar, but I'm assuming they do tours. Not. It's not like abandoned. That's where we do the separation of like, is it abandoned or do they do tours? Because there are several places we would do tours, but kind of lose the edge. But I get it. It's for content too. It's for titles and clicks, and so at the same time, it makes perfect sense to do it because. So I will have to. I probably have seen this before. Maybe I just never clicked on it. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna guess I do tours. Yeah, historic prison hosting. I'd guess tours. Pretty sure I've seen this before at some point over the years. Ah, okay. Google Maps just said fuck off, basically. Well, that's another possibility, Joey. Yeah, if we can do from like stay the night. Uh, it's me. I'll add it onto the list. We haven't finalized anything yet. I'm just gonna add it um, as a potential, and we'll have to look further into it. That's a big thing is scheduling with that type of trip. Is it's really hard to do if you're going to do so many locations or so many miles in so many places. It's hard to set yourself. I'm going to be here this day because then you sacrifice two or three other spots. So it's really hard to do because yeah, you don't want to limit yourself or rush yourself. And we've done that a few too many times in the past. So there's another spot we thought about too doing like that, and at the same time we were kind of like, do we want to rush it? Like maybe if we get in that area, we'll do something. But yeah, it's tough doing that. But we'll look into it. I saved it um, just to see if we can figure a way out to make it work. I mean, who knows? I have no problems with that. Well, I appreciate that, Joey. I mean, and that's it. We will be going through there at some point because we have to, at this point, go back through Virginia, and then we'll be shooting back up through like southern West Virginia, at least. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly where in West Virginia, but I mean somewhere in that southern range through from Virginia, like central Virginia. So we'll be crossing through there regardless. So obviously that comes down to when exactly, where exactly, all that stuff. And that's it. We haven't mapped it out yet exactly. We have an idea, but we haven't gone this. So we just have a kind of a general outline. We haven't really set any of that in stone yet, writing, so to say. So we'll have to see. But yeah, at this point in time, that's really the big things is the new channel updates, formats, looking into northern. Again, well, we'll see. We'll see, Joey. We'll see when we're in that area because we don't know. We might shoot north again. We might just go straight west. We no idea at this point. That's the big thing. Right now, we don't. We're you know almost 2 months out from it, so we're still in process of setting everything up. So everything could change too. That's why we don't like to have a schedule because also something might change mid trip where we have to just go fuck it. Well, again, that's a good suggestion. I mean, stuff like that, I don't mind doing. I have a lot of stuff for that, but yeah, we haven't set anything up. So as we go along, I'll get in touch with you, and we can definitely see where we end up. But that's part of the problem. Unless we set it up, yeah, then we're just on the fly. But if we set it up and then something changes, I hate breaking schedules or promises. So that's why a lot of times we don't do those. But we'll see. especially over the next like month, setting up the trip idea. Again, we have a general route, but we don't have really an idea of the places. I mean, we have the places, we just haven't set them like this is more important than this one. This is this, like backup locations, so to say. So you're good, Joey. Don't worry. The but yeah, so that's the main thing is the channel content, the merger of other ideas, transfer the other to the other channel, music stuff at least. Upcoming trip, travel plans, which again are like we said, in flux by any and all means. They're in flux. And then I guess the real other one is just the video tomorrow. It's still coming out, but that's why we said I have to get back in the algorithm because YouTube shit us out of that faster than anything. So we stopped posting stuff for like a month. So gotta start getting material back out there. So those are the big ones. And again, new video is still coming out tomorrow. It's already scheduled. So we will be out in 13 hours. That's the scheduled date. And then we will probably do a live stream next week, next Saturday, should. Then I'll be traveling again. So should be another video release. I have it already set up, but not sure when it will come out exactly. It should be out while I'm traveling. That's why I preset it, because I don't know exactly when I'll have the opportunity to do that. So that way it makes it easier for me. Oh, sorry. So yeah, again, nothing major tonight. It's just kind of like do it tonight. It's easier. Plus, it's before the other video. So we've noticed that if you do a live stream after you do a video, it tends to screw up the video you posted. Like it overrides the other video, which it defeats the whole purpose of the stream of the channel, so to say. But you come over and say hello. Huh? Oh. Sam doesn't want to say hello tonight. He's relaxing. He didn't want to say hello tonight. Long day for him. He wasn't in the mood. I understood. So didn't press it. That's why I was a little late. I was giving him a few minutes, but yeah, he's not in the mood for it tonight. And that's okay. He is in the video tomorrow, as normal, for the most of them. There are a couple coming up where there's maybe not, but that was just some other material that kind of got found. So be nice, Joey. I'm the mod here. I can block you from this channel. Be nice. I'm the ultimate mod. I'm Mark, basically, on this channel. But yeah, I think we covered the three things tonight. But just to give update to the channels, the idea of expansion of material, shifting the channel material to other places, upcoming trip, and then the new video tomorrow, which is coming out, which I'm not going to do a spoiler for it, but we have a bunch of them coming out, similar to, I don't want to say, but different, all in their own regards. So hopefully that'll get in the good grace of the algorithm of YouTube. I don't want to speak badly of YouTube. I'll get banned immediately if I do. So I will call probably this a night because it's only 9:30, but we got some drinking, a little celebrating to do tonight. So, but hey, I appreciate you guys being here. Joey, you can hit me up, where. And Tim, same thing. If he comes back on, he can hit me up where. The video might have just lagged. I saw my Wi-Fi dip heavily. But yeah, Joey, Tim, you can hit me up, where. And tomorrow, new video. upcoming channel changes coming up, trip being planned, and I'll get with you, Joey, about maybe those locations, and we will see what happens. But appreciate everyone here tonight, and have a great Saturday. Enjoy your Sundays, and let's keep going.